Hello, I am Nathan, and this is Thunder Up Talk. Today, I wanted to talk about preseason basketball. So, the Thunder are finally playing basketball, and it just feels so good to be so close to the regular season. It's just right around the corner. Today is the 10th, and the first game is on the 21st. So, we will have real Thunder basketball in less than 2 weeks, and I'm so excited about it. But today I just wanted to talk about the Thunder's first three preseason games. So honestly, to me, preseason doesn't tell a whole lot, especially about a defending championship team that is bringing back 14 of their 15 players. There just isn't a whole lot to learn. But there are some things that I've seen and that I've liked, and I will tell you about some of those. So first of all, Jalen Williams hasn't played in any of the games. I doubt he will, and I don't think he's going to be ready for the regular season. I could be wrong, but that's just my personal opinion. Chet, on the other hand, has not been in any of the first preseason games either. I would be shocked if we don't see him in at least one preseason game. But there's no indication that he won't be ready for the regular season. When it comes to Chet specifically, I am so good with being extra cautious with him. We don't need to prove a point. He doesn't need to prove a point. He doesn't need to play in the preseason. If all he's doing is getting his body to 100%, even if it's at 98 and we want to get it to 100%, I am cool with that. There's really no need to do anything that might hinder or hold him back in any way. Um, in the first game, well, for starters, the Thunder are 2-1 in preseason. Again, I that doesn't really tell you much of anything. I don't really care about that. But what I do notice are some trends. So Jalen Williams, he played really good in that first game. He had 17 points and he was 5 for 8 from three, and he is just so quietly one of our most dependent 3-point shooters. And I just hope this continues to um, be apparent. I hope he keeps shooting threes at a higher and higher volume. Um, because he is really a weapon from out there. Again, he was 5 of 8 from three, and last year in the playoffs, he was one of our better 3-point shooters. And then Aaron Wiggins, he had 23 points in that first game. He was just the best player on the court. And again, I love watching his progression, his improvement. I am so excited. I hope he eventually becomes kind of a sixth man of the year type of candidate. I think he has the talent to. He just needs to be a little more consistent, but um, in the regular season and especially in playoffs. But yeah, I think he can continue to grow and get better and better as his career goes along. Um, One name that I haven't said in a while, but I talked about a ton in summer league is Brooks Barnheiser, and I loved watching him all through the summer. Yeah, the summer league, and um, he just does it all. I really love him. He's going to be a fan favorite. I see him kind of taking Caruso's position, Caruso's role. In the first game, he didn't score that much, but he had 4 steals in one game. He has this natural knack of playing in passing lanes. He has a super um, big wingspan. I think it's bigger than his, how tall he is. I think the differential is by several inches. So he's got really long arms and can really get in passing lanes, and that's really fun to watch. Watch him anticipate it, and that's really gonna just continue helping the Thunder be great on defense. In the second game, he scored 16 points and had 9 rebounds. And this is kind of a thing that I talked about a whole lot in summer league. He plays great defense, he hustles, and he for his size, he's a great rebounder. And I think that will continue to be something that is seen throughout his career as well. So game two, kind of same thing. Jalen Williams did really good. He had 14 points, didn't shoot quite as well, but he took 11 threes. Like, that is the key. He took 8 threes in the first game, 11 threes in the second game. Again, this is preseason where he's one of the top 2, 3 best players, in these games because none of the big guys were playing in the first 2 games, but I just love the aggression of him shooting. If he's wide open, He doesn't need to think about it a second. Just let it go up. Um, Now, in game three, all the guys are playing that could. So iHeart, Shea, Caruso, Dort, Kaysen, all those top six, seven, eight guys. Shea had 14 points. He looked really good in some of the highlight plays. He didn't shoot particularly well, 3 of 11. Um, but he had a couple of moves where he just kind of left guys on the floor, broke their ankle, and it was all in like one swoop going to his left. It was some cool stuff. But yeah, there was um, Kaysen had 18 points in game three, and he also had, if you don't watch anything at all in the preseason, the coolest thing you could watch is this ridiculous shot that Kaysen Williams threw up. I think it was in the second quarter or third, one or the other. But Jalen Williams shot a three. He airballed it. And as it was bouncing out of bounds, Kaysen used the momentum to like tip it over the backboard and into the goal as the buzzer was sounding. And it was the coolest thing ever. So if you don't watch a single highlight or play or anything, just YouTube, Google, whatever. You can probably just type in Kaysen Wallace shot or trick shot and do yourself a favor and watch that because that was really cool. But yeah, that was with preseason. There's just not a whole lot to for me personally to get excited for, other than the fact that real basketball will be here soon. There's no Topic. He played in game one, but we're not going to obviously get to see him for the rest of the season. Sorber is out for the rest of the season. Um, you know, Guys like Usman Jang, he played pretty well, but I don't expect him to do anything when it really matters in the regular season. So I'm not even going to talk about his stats. Maybe the Thunder will end up trading him. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of the same old. When, especially in game three, when a lot of the starters and rotation guys were playing, people were just playing aggressively on defense and hounding the ball, and it was fun to watch. So um, I think we have another preseason game coming up, and maybe tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow on Saturday. So I'll definitely be watching that, and I'll probably break that one down a little bit as well. And who knows? Hopefully, maybe Chet will play, and we'll get to see him play some. So with that, I do want to say this before I go. Thank you for everyone who takes time to actually watch these videos. It's really so much fun. Again, I love Thunder. I'm going to be watching every single game and probably talking about a game or two at a time on here as well. But I just want to say thank you for everyone who actually watches. If you are so inclined, you can like or subscribe, any kind of comment. It all helps. And I honestly love talking back and forth with people, whether you agree with what I have to say or not. So, with that, I'll talk to you later and Thunder up.